This chicken feeder is going to save us so much time in having to feed our chickens on a weekly basis. It is going to hold about 4 times to 5 times the amount of food that our current do-it-yourself chicken feeder has, and it's going to stay so much cleaner for so much longer. Hey guys, and welcome back to Mini Urban Farm, a channel about urban gardening and urban homesteading in the suburbs. Today we are at our chicken coop because we are tackling a few different projects. Number one, we moved the chicken coop from the front of the property to the back of the property because after we cleared everything out, it is just not in the right place. That is where our food forest is going to go. But the main project we're doing today, besides moving the coop, is to make a do-it-yourself chicken feeder that is going to hold 32 gallons of food. Now that is like 50-pound bags. I think it's like 4 or 5 of them that are going to fit in here. So it is going to be all said and done a massive chicken feeder, which means that we won't have to refill their food as often. So currently we're refilling their food once about every 3 weeks or so, depending on how much they free range. It varies, but about 3 weeks seems to be the amount of time that they can go in between feedings. Now we're going to take apart the current chicken feeder that we have. I'll show you all the parts, and we're going to replace them onto a bigger feeder. Now we are actually using a trash can. It's a 32-gallon trash can that we got at Walmart for, I think it was like $13, so pretty cheap. We're going to use the same parts, the chicken feeders that we got off Amazon, the 4 of them with the screws, all the mountings, and the actual drill bit. I think they were about 20 bucks, and I'll leave all the information in the description below, the links to everything. But we're going to replace those. We're going to take those off of the current feeder, and we're going to put them on the trash can feeder, and I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. Now, one of the good things about this new feeder is that it has a rounded lid, right? So the chickens, they can still jump on top of it, right, and kind of perch on this part, but the one that we have now is completely flat. It is just the top of the tote bag, and you can see it is really dirty. We clean this off every single time we're out here. They stand on this and they leave all of their droppings on top of it. And then what happens also is, because it's indented like this, all of the water stays in here, and just they drink that water in the poop and everything, and it is horrible. So that is do-it-yourself mistake number one. We did not know what we were doing when we got this chicken coop, when we built it, when we got all these chickens, but you live and you learn. So we are replacing it with a rounded top and a new chicken feeder. All right, so our current chicken feeder is this. We have these feeders here on the sides. You can see there's little holes in here. That is where the food kind of funnels through. It's gravity fed, and this holds about 150-pound bag of food, which is quite a bit, but as you can see, it has some problems with it. We do end up propping it up quite a bit because the chickens have a problem, crouching down to get it. So we have propped it up to about here. We're going to make the new entry food things, I don't know what you want to call them, we're going to make those a little bit higher. So I'm going to dismantle this one and drill the holes for the other one. Okay, so this is the bit that came with it. It is a hole saw bit. It is 75 millimeter, and I will put whatever that is in inches on the screen here. But essentially we're just drilling in holes like this. Now this came with the kit when I ordered all of these, the silicone funnels, all of this came with it, even the screws. And so then what I'm going to do is I am going to use this instead, and this is going to go in the corner of the coop. And so we are going to only make holes from this side to that side. Now we're not going to go all the way around because I want to put this part up against the corner, which means that they are not going to be able to eat on that side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 so they can eat from the front of it. So we're going to take these little squishy silicone funnels here. Now this is where the chickens put their head in. Their head goes through here, and the food is gravity fed from the top, or from the top here actually, and they just get to peck at the food, and it doesn't actually spill all that much. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it in here as straight as possible. I'm going to take this part right over it, line up the holes. I am not going to make pilot holes. I'm just going to push it right through and drill this in place. as you can see, these are on here pretty stable. They're not going anywhere. The hens and our rooster comes in here, pecks, all the food gets filled in here. And as you can see on the inside, there's underneath those blue pieces, there's little holes, and they can get access to all the food. Now, we decided to put them pretty low still because we will be propping it up. The only thing that made us decide that is because I didn't want to put them any higher and then the chickens not be able to reach the food that's on the bottom and essentially just waste food. So we are going to go ahead and do the same thing. I will put this in the corner propped up like this, that way they can reach it and still be able to eat. That is a lot of chicken food. That is 3 whole bags and it's not even nearly full to the top. We still have about 10 inches here. So we just propped these up on pavers and they are about, I don't know, 7 inches up. So usually what the chickens do is they'll go through and kind of dig this little area out and make themselves a little moat anyway. So that should be fine. So we just put the lid on it. The chicken feeder is complete. That is about 3.5 bags. We had some left over, so we filled it up to almost the top. It's still about 3 inches. And our hens will be very, very happy. So there you go, a very large, super easy chicken feeder that doesn't break the bank and has tons of food in it. About 3.5, almost 4 bags we were able to fit, 4 50-pound bags almost we were able to fit in this feeder. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button for more chicken videos, urban homesteading videos, and urban gardening videos. See you in the next one.